Hey guys, welcome back to my channel, The Crafty Closet. If you are new here, please consider hitting that subscribe button. And if you are a returning viewer, you know I appreciate you for watching. And if the YouTube algorithm brought you this way, then stick around. You might have fun over here on The Crafty Closet YouTube channel. So today I'm going to show you guys how to make a faux chenille patch, a fake chenille patch. And we're going to keep it rolling because the holidays is right here. Christmas is next week, child. So this is going to be how to make a faux fake in chenille / embroidery style patch. Y'all see it. So what we're going to be doing for this project is I'm going to show you guys what you need, and then we're going to put it together. So for this project, you're going to be needing Stripflock heat transfer vinyl. Now, Stripflock is a thick heat transfer vinyl. It feels kind of it feels like it's thick, and it feels like velvet, so it's really smooth, and it's really great to make your projects like really pop when you want them to look like sort of kind of like professional. And then we're gonna have some glitter heat transfer vinyl. This is Siser, so we're using Siser everything. We got Siser glitter and Siser Stripflock. And then we're gonna be using a white cotton sweatshirt. That's it. So, want to learn how to make a faux chenille patch kinda project-y thing? I know it sounds a little confusing, but y'all know I all make it come together in the end. You know what you got to do? You got to stick around. Okay, let's put together our fake chenille patch. First thing you need is your font, and I'm going to be using a design space font called Canvas Regular. And now with keeping it in the holiday theme. Okay, I'm going with Merry and Bright. Let me change this to red because this is going to be my red flock. And now, next you're going to go ahead and you're going to take off your width and height because you need to work with this. I'm taking it off because I want my letters to be, I want this to be like a super large image, so to speak. So here we are. And now the next step is going to be to ungroup. Ungroup your image and let's move everything where it needs to be. And try not to pick up the Y. Here we go. Let me minimize this just a bit. Now, yes, it looks crazy. Let's fix it. And this is why we unlocked our size and width. All right, here we go. Now, you need to bring in your letters nice and tight because you're going to need it for the next part. Bring them in nice and tight. You want it nice and tight. Now, there's a lot of space right here between the H and the G, so I am just going to slide this over a little bit, and then we'll slide this over just a taste. All right, so you're going to go ahead and we're going to go back. Don't group it. You're going to go back and weld it. All right, so we created our image so far. Next, you're going to go ahead and add an offset. Now you want to make sure your offset. Okay, this thing is always in the way. It's so annoying. All right, let's move this here. So when we add the offset, like I don't know why it will like take up the space. Let me move this here so we can see it. All right, so now we're gonna add the child. Okay, forget it. We're gonna add the. Oh man. All right, let me bring it down here. Let's add the offset, and now you want a thick offset, but not too thick that it overwhelms the top portion of your image. So bring it in some. You still want to make sure that everything is touching. Everything is touching. We're going to go ahead and hit apply. And let's bring it back to the center. I'm going to make it big again, don't worry. All right. Now I'm going to change my black to gold because this is the gold glitter. All right, here we go. Next, you're going to go ahead and slice it. And you only want the outline portion, so get rid of that part of your slice. Now, this is it. This is all we need to make that faux chenille patch for our shirt. But y'all know me, it's never enough. I'm going to go ahead and add something to the sleeves. This was not a part of my original plan, but when I looked at it, and I thought to myself, I'll put this on the shirt, but it's just not doing it for me. So next, I'm going to add some embellishment to the sleeve. I'm going to go back to my text, and I'm going to go to my font. Now, this is a system font, and this font is a university font. I got this font from the font. That's why it's called the system font, because it's a font that was uploaded by me. So now, let's go ahead, and we're going to type the word ho. And this is going to go on the sleeve, y'all. So let's go ahead, and I'm going to type it 3 times. Now, same concept. We're going to add an offset to this, but I need it to be spaced out a little more because I don't want it to all touch. So let's go ahead and get in our letter space. That's good. And now I'm going to go ahead and, again, ungroup it. And there's a reason for that. I'm going to take my first hoe. Y'all know what I mean. This is crazy, but you get it. We're going to take the first one, and I'm going to go ahead. I feel like I'm doing this wrong, but let me see if I'm right in my head. Add an offset. Remember, you don't want it to touch. You want this offset to be... Okay, so we're going to go ahead and hit apply. And now this is... I probably could have moved it over a little more, but this is just for illustration purposes. And now I'm going to change this to red. Red. And I'm going to do the same thing again. I'm going to go down here. Same thing. I'm going to add an offset. It should be set to where I set it the last time. It's at 011. Yep. I'm going to hit apply. Change it back to gold. Of course, this is going to be red and red. Looking back, I should have done this in separate colors because it probably would have looked a lot better than what it turned out to be, but it is what it is. I'm still happy with it. Okay, sorry, y'all. That's supposed to be red, and then we got to go ahead and get this gold offset here. Once again, it's apply. And then here we go. Now this is going to go on the sleeve. Let me hide. Remember, these are going to cut separately because you don't know where you want to put it. We're going to hide our offsets, and then I'm just going to, sorry. Once again, I'm going to weld it. I'm going to do that 3 times. Yeah, we're just going to weld it 3 times. And now we'll go ahead and unhide all of our offsets. And here you go. Now these are going to cut as, these are going to cut separately because, like I said, I don't know where I want to put them as far as sleeve placement. All right, here we go. Let's put this on the shirt, y'all. And we finished. I did have some flock, but it was a white flock from HCV Ront. I wanted to use it, but I wouldn't recommend it because it's not a thick flock font at all. So I don't want to tell you guys to use something that I wouldn't use personally. So I just have to stick with what I had. If you do want to do this different color wise, then you can go ahead and make sure you use everything you use is the Siser font. All right, it's going on a hoodie. It's going on a sweatshirt, but let's use hoodie. as our canvas. And now change this to large. And here we go. This is what it's going to look like when I'm finished. I'm just going to grab these here. Like I said, they're going to be different spacing, but this is just to give you guys a visual. And this is it. Remember, we're not doing a hoodie, so take that part off. It's just going to be a sweatshirt. This is it. This is our faux chenille patch. Once again, you guys know I appreciate you for watching. Don't forget to stick around to the end so you can see what it looks like on the shirt. And be well, my friends. I hope you enjoyed this little tutorial.